Okay, getting ready to go to the gym. But as you can tell from my flowers, this TikTok thing that everybody got going on is so cute. I found the base on TikTok and found out that it was sold at Z Gallery. Very expensive, by the way. The base is very expensive. It was on sale. Beautiful. Beautiful vase, but I don't even know what to do with it. I don't know if this is cute or not. To me, I love flowers in the house, first of all. Second of all, the food that I purchased for the flowers, obviously you can tell that it turned the water pink. Love pink. My business, everything's pink in my businesses. But this, I don't like the water being pink. And as you can tell by the ambiance of my living room, is that everything is more crystals, flashy, bling bling. And then to sit and have a piece in my living space that's pink to look kind of awkward. I'm looking at it right now, sorry. I don't know. We'll see. I'm testing out this new extendo stick that I have for my camera, but this is heavy. Congratulations to all the bloggers, all the word of inspiration, but this is hard. This shit is hard. To vlog all day, to hold a heavy ass camera in one hand, try to function with another one, to try to capture you guys' attention without ruining your time and your excitement doing the things you're doing on a daily basis. It's hard to get up and edit. To get up and edit and do things is even harder. I'm gonna have a conversation about that later. I'm gonna have a get ready with me and a talk. We need to talk. We need to talk. This is hard. This is hard. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Okay, Miss Missy, to press on. Okay, why y'all not focused? Go up. Okay, I'm finna style a wig, a different color wig that I normally would never wear. Meet my friend, Ombre. She said hello. And while I'm putting on my wig, because I'm not going nowhere tonight, I'm going to church in the morning and then probably brunch right after. Don't judge. So, yeah. Get a cap. But I was going to do a story time. Throwback. Story time. To all my friends that's watching this, my mom, my dad who watching this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need a mirror. Hold on. Okay. But this is a story time about a toxic relationship for 3 years, 3.5 years. 2004, 2003, 2004. So I was still in high school. I'm young. This was 10th grade going into 11th grade, I believe. Yes, 10th grade going into 11th grade. So 2004. My 12th grade, my 11th grade year, I was a medical magnet. And I knew that I did not want to have too many classes. I wanted to go ahead and do my classes, my 2 classes that I had, and go home or go do whatever we was going to do. We also had FIU classes that we were taking to give us credits for when we get to college and high school. My mama didn't play. Stuff falling. If I sound a little tipsy tonight, I am. Andre. The wine is called Andre. It's a sparkling wine. It's sweet. Tastes like strawberries. Real, real good. Real good. So my mom didn't play that, so she made sure that all our grades and everything was up to date, and we actually had credits that we needed later on. So long story, very, very long story, but I'm gonna cut it a little bit short. We were supposed to be finishing high school pretty much faster than everybody else. We graduated 5% top of our class, so I was number 5. I think my sister was number 6. And we also knew that our mom didn't play that. We also knew that we had things, we had plans for things. I don't know about this, y'all. I'm not a color person, but it's cute. I'm not a color person. We had plans for things, and after we had to get all our evaluations done, this is going into 11th grade year now, so I'm still in the 10th grade. This is like right before the summer. We go speak to our counselors and everything, and they tell us, okay, this is good, this look good, okay, you good for the 11th grade and the 12th grade year coming up. You know, matter of fact, you only have 2 classes. Boom, it's my turn. My mom's sitting us, she waiting on us to go ahead and get our evaluation. The guy was like, oh, well, you never had a physical education class. I'm like, yeah, I did. I don't think I did, y'all. I don't remember any of that. My whole life in school, I think I had PE in elementary school. I didn't have PE in middle school. When I got to high school, this is where it stops. They got me. I'm locked up. They said, hey, you need to finish your physical education credits because you won't be able to graduate without it. And I said, I know I had it. They said, no, your sister had it, my twin, but you don't have it. So I'm like, okay, what can I do? Because I don't want to have no physical education in high school. He was like, well, you can take the night classes for the summer before you get to 11th grade. So you only have those 2 classes that you're supposed to have. So 11th grade, I said, okay, cool. Because by the time I get to 12th grade, I only want that 1 medical class and I want to go home. And that's what happened. Oh, excuse me. So I went with his recommendation. I went ahead and started my night classes along with me and my other homegirl, and we went to night class at Carol City High School. I didn't stay in that area, but that was the only one that was close to where I needed to be at. I need to go ahead and get this physical education class and get it out of the way. So one day we going there. This is maybe about a week in. We going there, me and my homegirl, we walking there, and this dude stopped me. And he was like, oh my God, you're so gorgeous. You know, he rolled out in the window, and he wasn't my type at all. He was not my type. But the way his swag was, I was a high schooler. I could tell he was already out of high school, or probably didn't graduate. He didn't graduate. His name is Jermaine. I'm not hiding anything. His name is Jermaine, and he was like, okay, you know, I want to take you out. What's up? And I'm like, cool. I'm in high school. He out of high school, and I get a chance to date somebody who got a car, possibly a job, and spoil me in high school. High school students ain't having it. They don't have it, but I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna be different. I was like, hey, what's up? What's going on? He was like, well, can I get your number? And the first thing I noticed was the money that was all over his car. He just took like a wall of money, just threw it all around his car to impress me, I guess. And it did. He got me. Wasn't really, I was mature. I was mature for my age, but I wasn't really smart at this age. I think I had to be like 16 or 7. No, I was in 10th grade. So I had to be about 16 going on 17 years old. And I had fun. I was having a blast for these years. This high school years, a blast. Like everything people tell you in high school that's going to happen, that you think is not going to happen, it's going to happen. You're going to get your heart broken. You ain't going to take nobody seriously. But for some reason, I had high school boyfriends. But out of school, he was supposed to be my main. Jermaine was supposed to be my main. And I didn't take him. I took him seriously. I did. Right off the back. But eventually I did it. Let's get to it. Fast forward. It's probably like 6 months in, 7 months in. We going out on dates. We having a good time. He bringing me flowers at work. I mean, not at work, at school. And just so sweet. He's met my mom. He met my dad. And looks, no. But he put on the facade. He was real persuasive and manipulative. And he put on this facade where he was just a sweet person. Jamaican. I should have known. So 6 months in, we still hanging out. We still having a good time. We talking about life, and we gonna get married. We talking about kids. We talking about what we gonna do for one another. And it slowly went downhill from there. I want to say maybe about a year in is when things started to change. The first thing that I seen was that we'll get in an argument and I'll go my way and he would not want me to go my way, and he'll yank me. He'll just pull me real hard. Back then I was like 115 pounds, 120 pounds if I washed my hair and I kept it wet. It was bad. It was bad. I was real tiny. And I didn't know. I thought I was thick. I thought I was a thick one of the group. And realized later on that I was not. You can barely see me in the pictures. But me and him almost matched each other energy. We was almost the same size. He was small. I was small. So we went with it. One day he yanked me so hard. And he was like, babe, I'm so sorry. Because my arm hurt so bad. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, Jermaine, stop playing. Like, why you play so much? You know, I started crying and everything. And I had to leave. He was like, no, don't leave. Don't leave. You know, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. And he'll sit down, he'll beg, I'm sorry, please, I'm so sorry. That's one. The signs are there. The red signs are there. Y'all need to pay attention to these men. I let it go. This is like the 3rd or 4th time he yanked my arm real hard. And I want to say like the 2nd time that it started to get worse. Mom, I'm sorry if you're watching this, but I know you've seen one incident and it got worse. 2nd incident, I think he wanted to see my phone or something like that. I think we was riding around. He wanted to see my phone. And I'm like, why you want to see my phone? Let's switch phones. Give me your phone. He said, no. Give me your phone. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking he can't reach my phone because he driving. Nothing in my phone because I'm not like that. But I'm in my phone, texting, whatever like that. And next thing you know, he yanked my phone out of my hand and he threw it on the ground. Outside on the ground. I started looking at him and I was like, why would you do that? And he went, and I'm like, oh. My first instinct was just to laugh. Like, this did not just happen. This didn't happen. He didn't hit me. He didn't put his hands on me. Oh my God, he did not know who my daddy is. He didn't put his hands on me. But me being stupid, I looked at him and I started punching on him. Immediately. And I was like, you got your life fucked up. You will not be putting your hands on me. You need to stop it right now. Man, I love you. I love you. That's why I do this, man. I love you. I love you. This is why I do this. I don't want nobody to take you from me. I love you. Turned around, my phone shattered. Shattered. The whole screen messed up. He went to get my phone fixed. And we nursed each other wounds. Went home. I went home. He dropped me off. Boom, next day. Go to school. He picked me up from school. All the girls like, oh my gosh, she got a boyfriend that picked her up from school. Oh my God, that's so cute. He bumped his music. You know, you gotta have the bass in the back and the rims and everything. You gotta have the rims in high school. If you ain't got the rims, you ain't in. And my boyfriend had all that. And I'm like, okay, he ain't gonna never do that no more. He never gonna put his hands on me again. The 3rd time, I have to think that this was the time I was at home. My mom was already comfortable with Jermaine. My dad was comfortable with Jermaine. And I had to get home, or my phone died. And I'm sitting at home. I'm doing whatever I was doing, probably homework, high school homework. And all I know, he comes to my door, my front door, rang the doorbell. And I step outside. I was like, what happened? You all right? I'm thinking something happened. He was like, why you not answering your phone? I said, oh my God, my phone on the charger is probably dead or something like that. I don't know. You know, I didn't hear my phone ring. He said, come here, let me talk to you. It was hot outside, so I went inside my mama's carport area where her car is. And all of a sudden, he picked me up by my neck and threw me on the car. And my mom alarm went off, and I guess my mom came outside. Well, I seen her come outside. And she was like, what's going on? Jermaine, no. Jermaine, no. I'm going to call your father. And as soon as I heard my mom say that I'm going to call your father, I had my man back. Jermaine, you need to leave. My dad is going to kill you. Can I say that? He's going to harm you really, really bad. He's going to harm you really, really bad. You need to go. He was like, man, I don't care about that. But he did. He left. He cared. He cared. He left. And my mom didn't even say anything. She didn't say anything. And I knew that she probably knew that this is what was going on in the relationship. Which is sad, because I would have probably hid it from her long as possible, because I felt like I had things under control, and I didn't. The fourth incident was when he decided to go out with his homeboys, and I said, okay, you know, at this age, I think I'm like 18. We're like 2 years in. I'm thinking I'm like 18. And I told my mom, I said, Mom, I want to go stay with Jermaine, his mom. And, you know, I always want to move over there. I want to be over there. You know, I want to be with him. We're going to get married. We're going to do all this. By this time, I didn't have sex. And I was like, okay, this is where I want to be at. This is going to be my husband. He loved me. He loves me. Ugliest thing ever. This monkey loves me. And I love him. He's going to be a cute monkey with me. That's what I'm thinking. The fourth incident was we sitting at his house. He said he was going to go out with his friends. And I said, okay, well, good. You go out with your friends. I'm going to go out with my friends. I'm going to call my homegirls because they know I've been cooped up with you all day. I'm going to go hang out with my girlfriends. I'm going to go get cute, get dressed. I'm 115 pounds. I wanted to be cute. So at that time, cute was like, show some skin. So I had a cute tank top on. It went down all the way to my belly button with my belly button pierced. And I had some shorts on. And I said, okay, the back is all out. Let's go. We finna be cute. It's going to be cute. Stepped outside. I think my homegirl was on her way. And next thing you know, he was like, where you going dressed like that? Where you going dressed like that? So just like, what? What you mean? This is how I dress. We're going to the club. Oh no, you ain't going to no club. You ain't going nowhere. So I guess he had been smoking or doing whatever, drinking. And he thought he was feeling himself. And next thing you know, I know he grabbed me. And it was a piece of cloth. All you had to do is pull a string, a thread, and the whole thing would have fell apart. But he yanked the whole outfit off of me. Not my pants or anything, but the top. I don't have no breasts. You want to show the world my nipples? I don't have anything. So he thought he was humiliating me, and he wasn't. So all his homeboys out there like, dude, you know, that was wrong. You know, you got people out here wanting your girl because you over here taking her clothes off. By this time, my friend then pulled up. She like, Kay, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You let this dude treat you like this, man. He got you out here butt-ass naked. And I'm like, you know, he tripping. He really upset. He drunk. You know, I had his back. He drunk. Don't worry about nothing. I'm going to go talk to him. I went back in the house. I ended up not going nowhere that night because I didn't want to start anything. I didn't want to start anything. But at that point, I was like, okay, Jermaine, I'm done. I'm done. You can't be doing this to me. You know, you can't be showing my body off to people. You can't be hitting on me. I'm tired. I'm tired. We can't do this no more. And he was like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I said, okay, well, I'm going to go to my mom's house. No, I'm going to my grandmother's house. And I said, I just need some time. I need to get away. Went to my grandma's house. I relaxed. He blew my phone up. I wasn't answering. I said, you know, I can't do it. I can't do it. I need a break. Give me a break. Stand off. Do your thing, which he did. His thing with other women. And I found that out later on. Like a dummy. I forgave him. It's about 2 or 3 days later. He come and pick me up. I'm dressed up. He want to take me out. I'm dressed up all cute. My heels on. My cute dress. I think I had a skirt on. A skirt. And it was like those tennis skirts back in the days. Those were real cute back then. My tennis skirt. Had my hair all wrapped up real pretty. My hair was real long back then. And we driving. All I know, he had to go to the gas station. And he went to the gas station. I'm already in the car. I'm jamming to the music and everything. Next thing you know, he handed me a bouquet of roses. And it was a lot of them. It was so pretty. It had to be like maybe 6 dozen of roses. It was huge. And I'm holding my rose. My man loved me. He never gonna do this again. He never gonna put his hands on me again. At that moment, I don't know what triggered him, what made him go off, but he went off. Next thing you know, these is thorn roses now. He grabbed the roses out of my hand and he went swinging it on me. He just started hitting me with the roses. Now, don't get me wrong, YouTube, don't get me messed up. Every time he attempted to hit me, I was ready. It was on and popping. But he had me under control like a dog, like a puppy. And I felt myself changing to Ike and Tina. I felt myself like, this is Ike and Tina. They love each other. She get beat. They go back. They put a little ice on the wounds. Things will be perfect. No. Nah, it's not perfect. It was not perfect. Every time he did buy me something, he hit me with the thing he bought. So stupid of me. Later on, because I stayed. Mom, I'm sure you probably already know this. I'm sure you know this. My grandma knew. But we were already going through a lot in the family. And I didn't want to add no more fire. No more fire to what was already going on. So I ended up getting pregnant. Scared the living crap out of me. My friend, he was telling me like, oh, you know, something wrong with you. You acting different. You eating a lot, Kay. And I'm like, really? I didn't notice it. I was still small, still skinny, didn't gain no weight, nothing. I was still small, still in the wear same clothes. And I was gaining weight, according to him. And my boyfriend, Jermaine, was still out there doing his thing, flirting around, hanging out with people. I'm still supposedly staying with this man. I'm still there. But he was just such an abusive person. He was an abusive to me, his mom, his stepmom, the dogs. Damn it, if he had fish, he probably would have tried to suffocate the damn fish. I don't know. He was horrible. But he made me think that love was hitting on you. Because he didn't want you to be with nobody else. Because he cared about you. Hitting on you to try to keep you in one place was love. And that was not love. And I didn't know. And I'm sure my mom didn't know anything about this. Cut the cameras. Yeah, my head big. I'm trying to squeeze it on. Shut up. Shut up. My head is big. Leave me. I gotta sit in it so it can get stuck. So I can try. I think I'm gonna bump it in the morning. Because like I said, y'all, I'm going to church. It's probably not the look I should be going for at church, but I wanted to try something different. For the holidays, I may try to cut it a little bit too, so it can be shorter in the back a little bit. We'll see. I'm not a color person. Ooh, I'm not a color person. Okay. So back to the story. So I ended up getting pregnant. And I had too much going on at that time. My family had too much going on. I didn't want to tell nobody. And I went into blank mode. I went into a situation where I was like, okay, look, I don't know if too many people like this, but when something scares you to death, you lose your body. Your soul leave your body during that time. And that's how I am. When something hurt me or something is really, really devastating to me, like really shocking, I get numb. I'm numb. So I didn't care about being pregnant. All I cared was about what abortion clinic at. Because here I am with a guy. He didn't want to go with me to the abortion clinic. He beat on me. He hit on me. I don't need to bring no child into this world. Am I what my family already going through? I do not need to be a part of this situation. I don't want to be a part of this equation. I need to get out of here ASAP. Right now. And he was working. I wasn't working. So I needed the assistance of my sister. And I slowly paid her back when he gave me money or whatever. Don't get me wrong. He did give me money. He did, you know, take me out and stuff like that. But that was it. He gave me all the stuff along with being abusive to me. And I didn't waste no time. I told him what the situation was. I told his mom. My grandmother ended up, she knew. She found out. And I told her, she was like, well, do what you gotta do. And I won't say anything until you're ready. Ooh, what was that? And my grandmother kept it. She kept her secret. She kept everything. I didn't want to devastate nobody else at this moment. Especially if they would have knew that this person is hitting on me. This piece of hair keep flying on me, y'all. Lay. Okay, little flow. So, I ended up asking my sister for assistance. I wasn't working. She was the only one that was working. And I needed her credit card. I said, hey, look, I'm sorry. And she was heartbroken. She was heartbroken too. And she was still already going through her situation. And she was heartbroken. Along with whatever she was going through. And I was numb. I ain't care about no baby. I ain't care about how much money it meant. How much money I needed to spend. All I knew, I needed to be on this table in a few minutes. Are they open now? The day that I found out, are they open now? Right now. I had plans. Because I need to be at the club in about an hour and 30 minutes. And I told Jermaine that, hey, you know, I'm pregnant. What we finna do? He backing up. Oh, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I told his mom. I told his stepmom. She was like, baby, your bum make like pregnant. How? Why? Why? For my son? Why, Christina? Why, Kay? Why, Kay? And I'm like, two people get together and they have sex with a condom, you still get pregnant. How did that happen? Did he poke holes? I'm thinking about everything. This man tried to lock me down. He poked holes in the condom. He trying to lock me down. I wasn't on birth control, but I knew we used condoms. I knew we did. And how did I end up pregnant? Called the abortion clinic because my homegirl had to hook up with some people. I didn't know everybody. It's like everybody get pregnant around 17, 18 years old. At this time, I didn't need no adult, they call it. I didn't need no adult supervision. I didn't need nobody to be there to assign anything because I was already 18. Scared to death. I called the abortion clinic and they were closed. They was gonna be closed for the next 3 days. Those next 3 days was the hardest, toughest, numbest days ever. My soul had to be walking behind me somewhere because it was not in my body. I was a totally different person. I couldn't think about nothing. I couldn't function. This is the summertime now, so school ain't even in. And I couldn't function. I couldn't do anything. Matter of fact, it was 2006, so I was already out of school when I got pregnant. So all that was irrelevant. It didn't even matter because I was already out of school. I was already 18. And I got on that waiting list though. Hey, as soon as y'all open up, call me back. I need you to call me back. I need you to call me back now so I can set this appointment up and I'll be there. What time you want me there? I'll be at the front door. I'll be waiting in line with the car or in the car running. Like I sleep outside. I sleep outside at the front door. I need to be there. I need to be the first person you see in the morning. And I got on I left a message. They finally called me back and they said, yeah, come in. Not a problem, but I need to come in a week. So after that 3 days, it was an additional another week for me to wait. The worst 3 weeks of my life. The worst 3 weeks. No, it was a week. So it was another week. So it was like 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks. I ended up being 3 weeks. Or 3 months. I don't know. Like I said, I was numb. Whatever that doctor told me, I don't care, sir. Come on. Give me the anesthesia so I can go to sleep. Give it to me. Give me the juice. I'm ready. Like I said, Jermaine wasn't coming. So my friend he came. He said, I'm going to support you. I got your back. Whatever you need, I got your back. I'll be outside waiting for you. Even the doctor came and said, y'all sure y'all want to do this? Y'all sure? I'm sure. I don't give a damn what he think. I'm sure. Come on, doctor. Let's go. I grabbed his hand. Let's go, doctor. Yeah. Here we go. Let's get the ultrasound. Do you want to see the baby? Nope. God forgive me. God forgive me. I was young. I didn't even think about kids back then. I didn't think about marriage back then. I'm like, oh, kids, no. No, because I gotta be, like I said, I gotta be in the club in a minute. I gotta go to the club. We got an hour now, doctor. Let's make this happen. After the abortion, like I said, I wasn't with my mom. We wasn't living at her house. We was at my grandparents' house. And they were back and forth from Georgia, so we stayed there majority of the time. When they were in Georgia, we took care of the house and watched over the house, getting ready for college. And like I said, I'm an A+ student. No issues. That was the worst mistake I ever made. And at that time, I was done with Jermaine. I was done. I was okay. He don't want to be here. He don't care for me enough to hold my hand throughout this transition, hold my hand, making it a big decision like this. He didn't care in the first place. But he didn't care because he had his other thing going on. He probably, his other female was probably pregnant at the same time I was pregnant. And I said I was done. Went to my grandparents' house, ignored him for a couple of days. He wound up showing up. And when he showed up, my friend guy was there. And they fought in front of my grandma's house. They fought in front of the house. They was tearing each other apart. Jermaine had this big energy where he thought he can whoop anybody. He got his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped so bad that I said, okay, y'all, hey, let me take Jermaine home. Because nobody had a car. Nobody had a car, by the way. Stupid. As cute as I am, I'm messing with a guy who don't have a car. And my friend don't have a car either. Well, he had a car. His car was broken down. Both of their cars were broken down. They had cars. But I was the only one that had a car. A working car. So I drove Jermaine home. Came back because the other one was bleeding. So I took him to the hospital. We're in the hospital 2 o'clock in the morning. Finally leave the hospital 4 o'clock in the morning. Get to my grandma's house. Got the ice pack on him. I'm taking my pills back because I need to go ahead and heal myself. And he over here with an ice pack on his head with stitches. And here I am in this mess. I said, I can't do this no more. I can't do this no more. With neither one of them. Because neither one of them have anything to offer me. Anything to help. We can't help each other. I can't be the only one pushing. I can't be the only one striving to go to college. I can't. So, another week or two after everybody was already okay and healed up, I was stupid again. Went with Jermaine until I couldn't go with Jermaine no more. I was with Jermaine almost every other day. Every day, probably every hour. He wasn't out my sight. And I'm wondering, we're going to be okay now. We're going to be okay now. My 18 mind was like, we're going to be okay now. After the hitting, after the fights, we actually got to the point where after I thought we was going to be okay, we actually fought in front of his mom to the point she cried and he wound up hitting on her. It was bad. It got bad. She cried and was like, Jermaine, stop. Stop, Jermaine. She crying. But she can't stop nothing herself. Because that man ran over her and me and the stepmom, even though she thought she was a gorilla. He ran over all of us. Stupid. Then, the straw that broke the camel's back was that I was in bed. He was out doing his thing. He finally came home. And
I was watching TV or in my phone or something, and I guess he came through the front of the house because his mom had built, that's how manipulative he is. He had his mom build a whole house in the back for him. So he was in the front of the house, and I get a knock at the back of the house where we were staying at. And I'm like, dang, he has a key. What is he doing? So I open up the door. It's a whole female sitting there. Like, who would want Jermaine? Me. Only me. No. For y'all women that think that these men out here ugly and ain't nobody gonna want them, it's another ape out there that want them. It's another gorilla. I'm sitting there like, what am I doing? This girl was coming at me. Who are you? Who the F are you? I said, I live here. Who are you? Who are you? Jermaine is my boyfriend. Next thing you know, I see Jermaine coming through the front door of the front of the house. He walking through, coming to the back of the house. The house was still attached to each other, but it was 3 entrances to the house. The main door, the room door to the front of the house, and then the back door to just the main house we was staying in. And he was like, oh no, you gotta go. You gotta go. So I'm like, she has to go? Who was that? So I guess all the commotion, his mom finally came to the back, and she was like, no, you have to leave. You can't be here. You have to go. She told the girl to leave. And she was like, no, tell me what's going on. Who is this bitch? And I was like, ooh, I'm too cute to fight. My nails long and stuff. And she may want to pull my hair. My hair already down here. And she bald head. She gonna want to pull my hair. So I'm like, I'm 115 pounds. Everything running through my mind. You know how manipulative this man was? I tried to whoop this girl ass. You was not finna come in here and try to put your foot down on nobody. Not in here. You better leave. You better leave. And because when I leave, you can come back. Because I ain't coming back no more. It was already done, but I said I'm finna prove a point right now. I'm finna prove a point. Me and her probably weighed about the same. Fair fight. But you're not finna come in here point your finger at me. You damn sure not finna do that. And even though I didn't have Jermaine back at that moment, I had his back. You're not finna come here and disrespect his mom's house while I'm here. I'm a true Libra. We gotta balance this thing out, baby. Me and you, what's up? Me and her was going at it. She tried to grab my hair like I knew, but I had hers first. And next thing you know, I started swinging her ass all around the bed. You better stop playing with me. Jermaine, come get her. Come get her. And his mom like, oh no, oh no, oh no, baby, no, no. Okay, you have to leave. Let her leave, kid. Let her leave. Let her leave. Okay, mom, shoo, let her leave. Let the peasant leave. Let her go. Because I'm going to. I packed every shoe that I can possibly get, which was 2 pair. Every shirt that I can possibly grab, which was 1. Hauled ass. Never look back. Wind up going to, I think it was Memorial Weekend. Yeah, it was Memorial Weekend. Wind up going to Memorial Weekend, hanging out, having a good time. Met a lot of people. I felt good being single for a month. For a month. I was single for a month, y'all. And went to work. Next thing you know, I have flowers at my desk waiting for me. I already know who it was from. Jermaine. The next day, went to work. I had flowers again. My boss was like, oh, somebody loves you. Somebody loves you. People don't know the half. People don't know the half. That's why I see when people get stuff coming into their jobs and left on their desk, that man done fucked up. He done did something horrible, and he's trying to apologize for it. Ooh, excuse me. My battery about to die. But it's almost done. I'm almost done. And okay, the 3rd time he came into my job holding the flowers. Christina, please, okay, please let me talk to you. Please, I'm so sorry, babe. I'm sorry. I will never do it again. I apologize. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, I'm straight. He embarrassed himself bad. He embarrassed himself really, really bad because there was a whole bunch of light-skinned people walking around, walking their dogs. And I'm sitting there at my register like, no, I'm good. He crying, y'all. He's crying. He's on his knees crying with the flowers. Probably the same flowers he beat me with. He probably picked them up, had them in water. It's the same flowers he hit me with. Begging. tears running down his face, not, I'm sorry, Kay, please, no, don't leave me, I need you. Yeah, I'm coming. Thank you. My food here. My food here. It's done anyway. That's the last time I ever seen him that close to me. I seen him later on in the street, but I was done. You can't say nothing to me. I don't want this no more. That's the worst thing you do to me is hit on me now, got pregnant, and you lied. And it's a possibility that you could have gave me an STD. That's the worst thing you could do to me, is for me to worry about my health. I should be able to trust you. I was done. I gave you my body mistakenly, got pregnant mistakenly, and you cheated on me. I was done. Every flower you hit me with, every ring you didn't gave me, every apology I didn't heard meant nothing at this time. I want to say, yeah, a month later. A month later, I seen him again, and that's it. See you later. He had some encounters with the person that I'm currently with now. We've been together 15 years, so do the math. And he said, bro, you never getting her back. I'm gonna marry her, and we gonna live good. More of this story is, ladies, you can't trust no nigga. Can't trust no nigga. Don't trust nobody. Don't trust no dude. Don't trust him. If you can't see him, don't trust him. You can't throw him and they come back, you see him roll back, don't trust him. You can't trust him. Until they prove to you everything that they're saying to you, do not trust no dude. And that's on period. Like I was saying, the camera went dead. So the things that the younger people don't have, let me say that, is responsibilities. For example, going to work, you got mortgage, you have car note, you have things that need to get paid. And I'm trying to see, like, where the YouTubers get the time to do something like this. And now I see how Miss Gina Janine, I love her. Not just because my mom's name is Gina, just not because my sister's name is Regina, but just because I love her. The name and her consistency, her putting everybody in her business, waking up in the morning and just good morning, walk around with your drawers on, walk around with panties with your bra on, and they see your daily life. They see everything that you go through, your trips and your falls and your stuttering and your day-to-day things that you're trying to rush. And I got gloves on because my nails got little snags on it and I don't want the makeup to get on it. Here we go. Try something different. Got my mirror right here. New wig, new way of putting on makeup, y'all. I'm nervous. New me, huh? It's almost 23. I'm a rapper. Sign me. Sorry, y'all. As you can see in my face, I knew that the camera went dead. Next.